Hello people, hope you are doing well and have seen my previous video where I taught you how to draw the basic outline of this image. In this video I will be telling you how to shade an eye of this. So let's get started. For this we are going to use drawing pencils. We can use a Faber-Castell pencils or Camlin pencils. In most of my previous videos I have used Faber-Castell and have shown you how to shade with that. So in today's video we are going to use Camlin because just for fun. So you can get this pack from your nearest marketplace or your stationery shop. You get 6 pencils in this like Faber-Castell, but in Faber-Castell there are 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B and 8B, but in this you have 10B also. So let's go with the video and let's see how to shade this drawing using this pen. So we will be shading an eye in this video. I hope you have drawn the outline of it as I taught you in the last one. Get 10B pencil, 6B pencil and a 8B pencil ready for this, because these are the pencils that we are going to use to shade this eye. So first of all, let's start with a 6B pencil. Get your 6B pencil, but before starting make sure that your pencil is sharp enough to use. You should sharpen your pencil regularly because blunt pencil does not shade well. It is good for adding shadows or adding highlights, but not for the basic shading. So make sure that your pencil is sharp enough to be used. And make sure that you don't forget to keep a paper below your hand so that you don't smudge your drawing or the shaded area. And without using paper it becomes messy no matter how much you try to keep it clean. So make sure that you keep a paper below your hand so you will not smudge it. So I am starting by shading the eyelashes because it is the darkest area which I can observe initially. So I will start by shading this and then I will move to the other parts of the eye. So you can do it with me. Get your pencils and start shading like I am doing. So the idea is to add the layer of this shade to the areas which I think are darker than others, and then we will add another layer over it using the darker pencil after blending it, of course. To blend you can use blenders which are nothing but the rolled paper which is tightly rolled. It comes in different sizes. You can buy it from any stationery near you. A pack of 6 comes for 100 rupees approximately, depends upon the company of which you are buying. Or you can simply use the synthetic soft paintbrush to mix the shaded area. Mixing shaded area is very important as it helps you create the texture of the skin. Without it the strokes looks different and you will not be able to make it realistic. So make sure that you smudge the area well. After that we are going to use the 8B pencil for adding the next layer to our drawing so that we can make the dark areas darker, and that will make this image look more realistic. Observe your reference image properly before doing this and make sure that you don't darken it directly, but first give the light strokes, then dark it step by step, not directly. And don't forget to mix them well. Smudge or mix wherever it is required and add on layers to make it more realistic. Right now I am adding the layer of 8B to just darken the surface and mixing it with blenders. After that we will add a layer of 10B pencil which is darker than 8B to add another layer. Remember that your skin is not just a smooth layering, it has many pores, it has its own different texture. So make sure that you make little pores on your skin, scars wherever they are, and mix them and create the realistic texture. Now it's time to use a 10B pencil to make the things darker wherever required. So again, starting with eyelashes, start adding a layer of 10B over your eyelashes to make them darker, and then slowly move to other parts, but make sure that you observe your reference image properly. See where the darker areas are there, where the highlights are there, where the shadows are there, where you have to make the wrinkles, where you have to make the scars, where the pores are there, and after that take your decision that which area should be darker, and do not start shading any part blindly. To shade the eyebrows, I am holding a pencil near the tip and making this contour lines, so to give the texture of the hairs. You just have to observe your reference image, see how everything is in there, and then start making the similar perception of it on your drawing sheet. At last, everything will be automatically on its way and will look realistic just by adding more layers, using different pencils, adding different shades, making some scars, and it will be okay. It will be done. Now it's time to use our magic tool, which is called mono eraser. I bought this mono eraser from my nearest marketplace for just rupees 20. It is of Apsara, and since I don't have pencil eraser and I can't afford one, so I do sharp it and use it as a pencil eraser, and it works really well. I would suggest that you can use it if you can't buy a very expensive one pencil eraser, so you can use it instead of that. It works equally well. So tap it slowly on the sheet of paper and make small pores so that your skin will look more realistic. It will add shine to your area, to the texture, and will make it look more realistic by adding little white pores and shadow and shine. So after this, blend some areas wherever you think some shadow is required. It should not look plain mark of or white spots, but should look like pores. And after that, I am using a darker pencil, that is 10B, because I think some areas should be darker, and I think some wrinkles or highlights are required on the skin, so I'm adding another layer to the eyebrows as well. Just observe your reference image, see wherever the highlights or the dark areas required, repeat the process which I told you in the video, and make whatever required. It should just look as it is looking in your reference image. You can use any process, anything, any material. Right now we are using charcoal and graphite, but there are mixed media portraits as well, so the material does not affect much. At the end, the result should look good. It should match the reference image. That's because that is what portraits are supposed to do. It should replicate the original picture, the reference image. So in this video we are only working on eyes. After that, I will tell you how to shade the skin area, the nose, the lips, hairs, and the background as well. So make sure that you subscribe our channel, press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest video. And if you haven't seen our previous videos in which I told that how you can enhance the quality of your reference image and make it better for drawing, please make sure that you check it out. And in previous video I also told that how you can make a grid over the image to draw on the paper and make this drawing by using grid method. Make sure that you check it out. Please do subscribe, like, and share our videos, and stay tuned for the coming videos.